Crypto Warriors, Sergeant Crypto back at it again. Today is Monday, August 24th, 2020. Give me a follow on Twitter at Sergeant Crypto 99. And I retweeted and liked and even commented on this tweet coming from the IMF. Yes, that IMF, the International Monetary Fund. They are currently shilling cryptocurrencies right now, and I'm going to play a part of this video or parts of this video and break it down as it plays. And yeah, they're actively trying to change the narrative right in front of our eyes because we are still so early in the crypto space. So they're able to change that narrative right now, whereas the whole world isn't in the crypto space right now. You know, it's just us, the ones that are here right now. What, I don't know, let's just say call it 100 million people in the crypto space. Out of the almost 8 billion people on the planet, that's still a tiny fraction of people that's in the space. And the rest of the world have no idea what Bitcoin is, what cryptocurrencies are. And yeah, the IMF is trying to change the narrative to make it seem like they've been here in the space since day one. Pay attention to it. Don't fall for their CBDCs. Their CBDCs aren't cryptocurrencies. Let's get into it. Let's play it from the beginning. Here it is. Boom.
When we buy or sell things, the payment is usually processed by a bank or credit card company. Problem number one, the companies often take a cut of the transaction. 2, we have to trust these companies to protect our sensitive data from hackers. 3, most international payments take a long time and are expensive. To solve these problems, we could use a special currency that is secure and based on the science of cryptography, which is a way of protecting information using mathematics. This special type of currency is called a cryptocurrency and only exists in computer networks.
Although I am very cynical, or I am very critical, and I'm judgmental on the fact that the IMF, the payday loan organization of the world, right? If you know what a payday loan company is, then you know that they're a predatory company. That's what IMF is to the countries of the world on the world stage. Although, you know, I'm very judgmental and critical and all these, you know, I'm cynical, all that stuff about the IMF releasing a video about cryptocurrencies. Overall, it's a net positive for Bitcoin and the crypto space, okay?
When you send someone this special currency, the money goes directly to them, removing the middleman. And at the same time, the transaction is broadcast to the entire network and recorded in a permanent way, which means it's almost impossible to fool.
Bitcoin, ETH, and XRP. They're showing the top 3, baby. They're showing the top 3. I'm going to stop. Again, come over here on Twitter. Give me a follow, and let's discuss it in the comment section below about what's happening with the IMF and their shilling of cryptocurrencies. Next, everything is going to be coming from Decrypt Media today, or decrypt.co. Arrested Hong Kong billionaires, newspaper turns to Bitcoin. Let's just go straight down to it. Here is the ad, or the full page ad that this newspaper took out on Bitcoin. Bitcoin will never ditch you. And here it is. It wrote, nobody can stop you from transacting on the network, and it cannot be shut down. Bitcoin is available to anyone regardless of their gender, identity, or beliefs. Bitcoin began with the Genesis block in 2009. Now its time is coming. Yes, no one can shut it down. All right, and that's what this video is saying about cryptocurrencies. And yes, you know, we all know that Bitcoin can't be shut down. No one can stop you from transacting on the Bitcoin network. If you want to participate in the network, get a wallet and get some Bitcoin. That's it. It's, you know, plain and simple. It's easy to use. It's getting easier to use with apps and things of that nature. And yeah, self-explanatory, right? We all know what Bitcoin is. So who is this billionaire? Until Lai's arrest earlier this month, only students and protesters have been arrested by local police. His arrest served a new reality for Hong Kongers that no one, not even the city's famed billionaires, would be spared if they criticized China publicly. Even if you're a billionaire, you can't be reached out and get touched by the Chinese government. All right, so yeah, keep your mouth shut. is what they're saying. They're censoring him, and I guess he's taking out this ad saying, "Hey, Bitcoin is uncensorable. You can't censor Bitcoin." Next, speaking of Bitcoin, BitMEX grants $40,000 to developer of a Bitcoin scalability project, and this is coming again from Decrypt, and it's a scalability project. This is the Bitcoin developer here. He got the $40,000 grant. And it's based on the unspent transactions or the UTXOs, right? So here it is. An unspent transaction output is created when someone sends a Bitcoin transaction. So when you send a Bitcoin, you create a UTXO. If they have 2 Bitcoin and want to send just one, then both Bitcoins are moved. One sent to the destination and the other returned to the original person as a UTXO. Essentially, UTXOs are a pool of all currently spendable Bitcoin or user balances. All right, so his solution to it is something called a U3XO. U3XO is a hash-based accumulator which allows unspent outputs to be compressed into smaller sizes. So they're saying that the sizes of these things are, could be up to 300 gigabytes of space, and they want to make it, smaller and make it so that Bitcoin is more scalable moving forward. And, it's a good thing, I think, to see that we are in the space, or not we, not, but in the space that they're building every day. This is the tweet coming from Arthur Hayes congratulating Calvin Kim on getting the grant. So good. Let's make it so that Bitcoin is more scalable and still secure, because that's very important. There is no loss of security. Instead, the burden of keeping track of funds is shifted to the owner of those funds. Security is ultimately still the most important, all right? Because we don't want anyone or any entity having the idea of trying to stop Bitcoin transactions. Next, last but not least, again coming from Decrypt, Curve founder seizes 71% of Curve DAO voting power. Again, with this whole DeFi space, everything in DeFi right now is still a major experiment. It's still an experiment. So this is why I tell you guys to be careful when experimenting with these yield farming platforms and locking up your funds and things of that nature, because again, everything is still a big experiment. Yes, he has 71% of the vote. He controls it, but he, from what I read in this article, he's not trying to, be a dictator. He hopes that the Curve will become more decentralized over time. So, the decentralized part of decentralized finance came into question today for Curve when founder and CEO Michael Igorov took over 71% of the voting power on the platform's DAO. So yeah, just goes to show that we're still super early in this whole DeFi space, and the fact that yes, we can we're still early, man. We're still super early. Just everything is just a big experiment, and be careful when using any of these platforms. That's all I wanted to say. But as always, thank you for watching. Please smash the likes, hit that subscribe button, the notification bell to get notified when I upload new videos. And let's talk about it, man. Let's talk about the fact that DeFi, we're still experimenting with DeFi. Congratulations to this person over here, Calvin Kim, on winning the 40K, on making Bitcoin transactions more scalable. Hong Kong newspaper taking out a full page ad on Bitcoin, and that nobody can stop it, and which is true. And yes, the big story of the day is the fact that the IMF, the payday loan company or organization of the world, is releasing or has released a cryptocurrency ad, a video advertisement on cryptocurrencies. Let's talk about that. Let's talk to crypto, and I'm out. Peace.